Well, good evening, my two dimes and a nickel crew. I'm coming on here today because I just want to talk to you guys about something that's near and dear to my heart. I just think that our youth today, I think that I don't want to come on like I have all of the answers, and I don't want to come on as if I did everything right, because I have not done everything right. I've made some major mistakes, and I messed up with my children, and I've messed up being a child and being a young adult. I've made some huge mistakes. Um, I just think that I think the world can be a very harsh and cruel place. I think that it can be a very cold place. I think that we need to send our kids out into the world knowing that they're loved and that they're valued, and that no matter what, we think the most of them. You know what I'm saying? I think that kids should know that if nobody else in the world loves them, that their parents, their family loves them. And I don't think that kids often get that. And not just kids, but kids grow up to be adults, and I don't think that we operate from the a place that we're loved, and then it just stems into so many other areas, like we go looking for love in all the wrong places because we're looking for that love, and we choose the wrong partners, and we go into relationships that are abusive, both physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually. There's so many levels of abuse that we settle for because we didn't get it growing up. We don't get it from our families. We don't get it from people that were important to us growing up, or we don't come home at the end of the day and get that. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's so important that we tell our kids how much we love them. And we tell them, even when they're doing something stupid, even when they're making super stupid mistakes, even when they're disrespectful, you can check them. Don't get me wrong, you can check them, but you have to come around again and say you love them. You have to say, I'm not gonna put up with this behavior. I love you, but I'm not gonna stand for that. Or, I love you. You're not gonna talk to me like that. I love you, but I'm not going to stand for you talking to me like that. I love you, but you're not going to live in my house and do blase, this, Skippy. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that because you love them, you have to be a doormat or let them get away with everything. I'm not saying that. But I do think at the end of the day, they need to know that you love them and that you care about them, and that you think that no matter what they're going through, because especially with teenagers, they go through all this hormonal stuff and they make super bad decisions. And at the end of the day, you have to tell them, look, I think you're really smart. You're just making bad decisions. Or maybe you need to stop and slow down. But you're a very smart person. I know you're capable. You're a very smart person, because a lot of the times what we do is we end up calling them stupid, and we end up calling them dumb, and you're just stupid. You're just doing stupid stuff. And yeah, you are doing stupid stuff, but you can do smart things. You're capable. It's in you. You just have to stop and think and slow down, or get in better environments or whatever. But just somehow we have to get it across to them they're not stupid. They're just making stupid mistakes, stupid decisions, and that we all do. And that it's not the end of you, and it doesn't define you, and that's not who you are the rest of your life. You make mistakes, but you can get up and you can recover from them, and that you can do something different. And so I just think that, and and then I think too that if you want, I just think that we could, you want them to make better decisions. I think you need to encourage them to make better decisions. I think you need to encourage them to look inside of themselves and see that they are smart and that they can make decisions, that they're good people on the inside, okay, and not believe the hype, and not just, that there's some that they can care about other people, but they have to hear it. They have to believe it. That the world tells them so many influences out here in the world that'll tell them that they're no good, or to be no good, or to not be a kind person, to be to not be to be a bully. You know what I'm saying? All of these influences and peer pressures and all of this kind of stuff, and the world tells them all of these things, but so sometimes, a lot of times, they're very confused. But that, I think that's where we come in as parents. We come in, and grandparents and aunties and uncles and 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 older cousins, and whatever your relationships to these kids are, even good neighbors that, this is where we come in and say, hey, I see something deeper and better in you than what you're exhibiting. Hey, I liked, you did a good job on this, or you did a great job doing that, or I saw you out there with your little brother or sister, and oh wow, I really like how you were being kind to that, or I saw you out there with the dog and you're so good with the dog. We have to give them compliments, and we have to encourage them to do the things that they do. And when they do, we have to give them some credit for when they do a good thing. You have to give them credit, and you have to say, good job well done. Job well done, because that encourages them to go on and to do better, because it gives them a sense of self-confidence. We always talk about building self-esteem in children. Well, what's a better way of building self-esteem if they know that they can do good things? And if I know that I can do something good, maybe I can do better in school, or try harder at school, or even just pay attention. The sky is the limit. If I can accomplish one thing, maybe I can accomplish another, or maybe I can accomplish a task before me, or if maybe I am smart. Such and such said I was smart. Maybe I am smart. I handled that situation well. But we have to start somewhere. If they don't get it at home, or if they don't get it from other people, or people, their peers, not their peers, but those are authorities, because, the teachers can only do so much. And some of the teachers aren't doing that. So I'm just saying, as parents, I think that we need to try to send our kids out each day telling them that we love them, and send them out each day with, hey, you got this, and when they do something good, pat them on the back and encourage them. And when they do something foolish, step in their ass. I understand you have to step in their butts, but also tell them, hey, you can do better. I know you can, because I see it in you that you can do better. And when they do better, make sure you mention that too. sometimes we so busy getting on them when they do wrong, we forget to encourage them when they do right. Or we think that's what they're supposed to be doing. But everybody needs a little encouragement. Everybody needs, for just everybody needs a pat on the back. Everybody needs a well done. It keeps us going. And I just wanted to come in and share that. So thanks, guys, for listening. Um, you guys have a great day. Let's live this life the best we can, as parents and grandparents and aunties and uncles and cousins and stuff. As family, we're trying to be the best we can every day. And each generation, hopefully, will pump out something better than the last. And when we know better, we do better. That's what we're supposed to do. So I just wanted to share my thoughts and maybe encourage somebody out here who's dealing with young kids or adults. And it just breaks my heart sometimes when I see youth, and we're so involved in these telephones and these tablets, and the kids are into these tablets now. They barely look up or exchange words with anybody other than, I guess, the people on those tablets. And parents are so involved in these telephones and the social media. Sometimes we don't even connect, but we need to connect, because that is still important. It's still important that we have conversations with our youth. It's important that they know that it might look like it. They might not even be aware that they need to hear us, and they might even act like it's a bother to have to hear us talk to them, but in the long run, and they'll see it, and after a while they'll look forward to it, and they need it, and they'll appreciate it. They love it, hearing and talking and sharing with you about their day and their lives and what's going on. And I'm not saying all social media is bad. I do think those TikToks where the parents dance with those kids is hilarious, and I think kids get a kick out of that. So I'm not saying all social media is bad. I just think there should be a balance, and but parents and kids, families, we need to talk a little bit more, spend a little bit more time, and we definitely need to encourage each other. And yeah, we really need to be involved with each other, encourage each other. So keep loving each other, be kind to each other, and let's try to live this life the best we can, okay? Keep God first in everything you do. Take care. Bye-bye.